So I just got back from my 30th solar return trip in the beautiful city of New Orleans. What's good? What's good in the YouTube hood? It's your girl, Luna Nova, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. I'm talking from spiritual highs of feeling divinely guided to some pretty spooky shit. Like, there's no other way for me to put it. I'm talking spooky enough to where I felt the need to immediately cleanse because something felt like it was on me. Today's video is going to be all about my trip. Food, the vibes, the culture. I'm talking everything from the good to the bad and everything else in between. So grab your tea, your sage, and your snacks. So let's get into it. Look, let me move my hair out of the way so y'all can see my shirt. All right, isn't it cute? Y'all already know where I got it from, but isn't it cute? I definitely might start selling these in the shop. So let me know if y'all want your own shirt down in the comments because I'll add it to the shop for y'all. Now, the funny thing about New Orleans will give you heaven and haunted all in the same breath. One minute you're vibing with your ancestors under the moonlight, and then the next you're experiencing your own freaky New Orleans phenomenon. Well, that's the Crescent City for you. You don't really get to choose your experience. It chooses you. So if you ever plan on giving the city a visit, make sure that you keep your head on a swivel, you keep your heart and your mind open, and you definitely keep that spiritual protection tight. Sometimes you have to stop and give the sun a little show. And today, your girl was feeling herself. Okay? The sun was actually agreeing with me, so I wanted to capture that. Wouldn't you agree? There's just something different about train rides. It's like you can feel your spirit inching closer and closer to something magical. As I rolled my way into New Orleans, I wasn't just traveling, I was arriving into a new city, a new decade, a new energy. Like, 30 just feels so amazing.
Going down the Bayou. Oh, take me all the way.
So, boom, let me tell you about my first night in the city. Now, my hotel was right off of Canal Street, smack dab in the heart of the French Quarter. Like, I could practically smell the beignets through the window, okay? I passed through touristy goodness: Redfish Grill, Hustler Hollywood, Hard Rock Cafe, Mango Daiquiris. Like, when I say the temptation was everywhere, it was giving Wonderland meets rum punch. Eventually, my stomach started touching my back, so I was like, all right, let me figure out where I'm going to eat. There were so many places, it felt like a flavor buffet. Do I want gumbo, jambalaya, po' boys, or just vibes?
This place has really good drinks. I remember I came last time. Super good. Really good drinks.
I started looking up spots close to me, and the first one that popped up was Daisy Dukes. And listen, I was geeked because this one was on my bucket list from the last time that I came to NOLA. And I just knew it was finally my moment to get it in there. But when I tell you, I got there and saw that it was closed, like lights off, doors locked, everything, my feelings were hurt. I tried another restaurant and it was also closed. At this point, I'm like, is this a test from the ancestors or is this what it's like after 10 p.m. during the week? Either way, your girl was getting hangry. Determined on this food quest, me and my girl out there wound up making it down to Old NOLA Cookery, right off of Bourbon Street. Now, I ordered the fried shrimp platter, and baby, those shrimp were so damn big, they could have had a damn social security number. Juicy, fresh, and perfectly seasoned. Now, of course, I had to kick the night off with some shenanigans, and I got me a strawberry daiquiri. Light buzz activated. Didn't do too much because this hoodoo hottie was tired from all that traveling. I needed my beauty sleep and a spiritual reset. Alright, y'all, day 2. So we were up bright and early. I'm talking so early, I had to wait 2 whole hours before I could get a drink. Boo! That's disrespectful behavior if you ask me. Anyway, I hit the streets of the French Quarter, music already in the air, people vibing, and spirit doing what she does best, guiding me. Now, I'm the type of traveler, I don't really do strict itineraries. I might have a couple of things that I want to check off my list, but I mostly let my soul guide me. It's a vacation, baby, not a board meeting. So I made sure I had on the right shoes because your good sis was out to hunt down every cute shop, every plate of food, and every magical sight I could find. And as you can see, I was not letting the rain stop me. Okay, I have waited so long to get back down here because I do my best to try to get down to New Orleans at least once a year, but I ain't gonna lie, it's been about 3, so I was long overdue for a trip. One thing that was heavy on my mind this morning was the fact that I was finally 30. Like, it just felt so crazy to say out loud, but it felt so good in the same breath. I was back in one of my favorite cities in the States, free to do whatever I wanted to do, and it was all about me. So hell yeah, I was coming to have a good time. Even if I would have kept my ass in that hotel room and did nothing but order room service and drink champagne and eat shrimp until my eyeballs popped out, I still would have enjoyed myself. But knowing me, I'd still want to pop out and do something. Eventually, I made my way down to Jackson Square, one of the most iconic places in the city. It's been a central part of New Orleans since the 1700s, renamed after Andrew Jackson, but today it's surrounded by artists, palm readers, musicians, and just straight up Creole culture. My homegirl must have been possessed by the music because she broke out and danced like we were a second line parade. And honestly, the music was so infectious. I had to two step with her because I literally couldn't help but move. I mean, it's New Orleans. Who isn't going to come to dance? So we danced our asses down to this gorgeous antique shop right across from Hotel Montalon called French Antique Shop
Yeah, like,
Incorporated.
cause look at it.
Y'all, I absolutely fell in love with this place. I mean, just look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's been around for almost 100 years and has been passed down through 4 generations. Four, not one, not two, not three, 4 generations. That's the kind of legacy I dream about for my shop one day. Now, let me tell you what caught my eye. It was that stunning peacock clutch that was in the window from when I first walked up. It was giving beautiful, absolutely elegant, something that I know would look amazing on my Oshun altar. But then I spotted this beautiful pearl in gold perfume bottle. It's a real legit antique perfume bottle. Now, if that doesn't scream Oshun, I don't know what does, baby. All I knew was I was gonna love it, Oshun was gonna love it, and Miss Mama's was coming home with me. At this point, my stomach was straight up hollering, okay? So I wandered down Royal Street to find the cutest little spot, Cafe Beignet. They had all kinds of goodies: pastries, muffins, donuts, coffee, tea. But you already know where I came: the beignets. And baby, when I tell you they were hot, fluffy, sweet, absolutely disrespectful.
Yes.
in the best way. The first bite had me ready to fight for the second order. It was giving powdered sugar euphoria. Definitely a sugar high that I needed.
It's probably gonna be messy, but I don't care. It's hot, it's fresh. This is gonna be good. Hot. It's hot, but it's fresh. It's really good. This is so good. I don't care how messy it is. This shit is so good. Oh my god. It ain't good. It is not messy. This is good.
With a happy belly, I made my way back down to Jackson Square to enjoy some more of that sweet jazz music. Then found a little peaceful moment by the Mississippi River. I took a moment to really thank my ancestors for this experience. This city means so much to me because it's a part of my personal story. My father's side of the family, on his mother's line, has been rooted here in Louisiana, specifically New Orleans, for 4 generations. They called this place home. So do I. I keep coming back because I feel that pull. There's a sense of belonging here for me, and I'm still researching exactly what that is. Still looking for that paper trail. Still honoring those who came before me. And baby, when I tell you they were hot, fluffy, sweet, absolutely disrespectful in the best way. The first bite had me ready to fight for the second order. It was giving powdered sugar euphoria. Definitely a sugar high that I needed.
It's probably gonna be messy, but I don't care. It's hot, it's fresh. This is gonna be good. Hot. It's hot, but it's fresh. It's really good. This is so good. I don't care how messy it is. This shit is so good. Oh my god. It ain't good. It is not messy. This is good.
With a happy belly, I made my way back down to Jackson Square to enjoy some more of that sweet jazz music. Then found a little peaceful moment by the Mississippi River. I took a moment to really thank my ancestors for this experience. This city means so much to me because it's a part of my personal story. My father's side of the family, on his mother's line, has been rooted here in Louisiana, specifically New Orleans, for 4 generations. They called this place home. So do I. I keep coming back because I feel that pull. There's a sense of belonging here for me, and I'm still researching exactly what that is. Still looking for that paper trail. Still honoring those who came before me. While walking down Royal Street, I stumbled across a statue. Jean Baptiste Lamarone, I can't pronounce that shit. He founded New Orleans back in 1718. Look, y'all not gonna come for me the way that y'all do in my folklore videos when I mispronounce something. So if y'all want to look up how to say his name, y'all can look that shit up on your own. But I digress. The statue has him flanked by a priest and a Native American figure, which, to be honest, gives me some mixed feelings. Like, for real, founder of the city? Sure, okay. But it also reminds me that this place was unfortunately colonized and caused a lot of displacement for people. Historically speaking, it's still pretty interesting. But it's important to look back at the whole picture. And again, it's important to look at the entire picture because historical, and let me say, accurate historical context makes the difference. It really does create a sense of connection and paper trail for people who are really trying to figure themselves out. If you're trying to trace down your lineage, if you don't have accurate historical facts, it's going to make it hard. And unfortunately, they made it hard on purpose for a lot of Black people here in New Orleans. But we'll get into that later. But one thing that I can give to the French here, they definitely have an extensive record keeping. So if you have roots here in New Orleans, I'm pretty sure there's record of it. You just have to know who to get in contact with. And your girl is doing it. Side note, I passed by the Beanville House Hotel, and let me tell you, as cute as it is, I heard this mug was haunted. So, as much as I like the spooky shit, I don't play with negative spirits. So, it was a hard no for me, dog. But if I could have one of those French Quarter townhouses with a balcony, I definitely would. Honey, I'd be up on that porch every night, sipping on something strong and dancing under the moonlight, as I should. Now, don't ask me why I wanted Mexican food in the middle of all this Cajun goodness. But listen, I get what I want. And so I did. So we wound up at Felipe's, and I got a chimichanga that had me singing like I was back in church. Praise be. After lunch, I decided to walk it off, and I found myself drawn to this cute little alleyway that led me to a historical information center, which is really funny because I didn't notice it when I walked past it to get to the restaurant. But leave it to big back activity. You'll tend to overlook some shit. They had different displays talking about everything from the Louisiana Purchase to the original Cajuns, the first black community that was built for us by us. You know, I was soaking up all of that ancestral history like a biscuit and gumbo. And then the host informs us that there is a jazz show, an actual live jazz show that is going to be taking place in the next few minutes. And if we wanted to go, we needed to go ahead and get our seats because it was free. So, of course, I went. And there I got to meet Michael Watson, a real jazz musician with soul pouring from every ounce of his voice and his instrument. His family is full of musicians, and I could definitely feel it from every note. Almost all of the music that he played was original, and the band was tight. The vibe was rich. For it to be a free show, it felt like a whole concert experience.
Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know the clouds contain pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. So make sure your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you'll have showers. So when you hear that thunder, don't you go running under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me.
So if you're like me and you love soulful music or just a fan of jazz in general, you should definitely check him out on Instagram. He actually lives in New Orleans, so he performs there regularly. Just let him know that Luna sent you. But now it was officially time for me to cool down and kick my feet up by the pool and recharge from the day. Y'all, when I say I've had a day, I've had a day. I have enjoyed walking up and down Bourbon Canal, like just going to every bar, stopping at restaurants for random food, talking to people. Like when I say I have had an amazing time, like I'm kicking it here at the pool by myself. Like, y'all, I don't care what nobody says. Take that trip. Take that trip. Stop waiting on people. Stop waiting on that girlfriend that's always blaming the babysitter, not watching their kids while they can't go on a trip. Man, even if that's a legitimate, understandable excuse, like, take the trip. And if you know, you know. You don't know when or if you're going to come back, because who knows? You might complete your assignment this lifetime and you won't need to come back. You know what I'm saying? So take the trip. Have fun. Like, live it up. Like, people are so focused on wanting to share experiences with other people, and I understand that. I'm one of those people. I want to share positive, happy, memorable experiences with people. But what about the memories that you make for yourself with yourself? What about experiencing and enjoying the journey with self? We get so caught up in trying to experience that with other people that we don't experience it for ourselves. And so we look back at our 20s, we look back at our 30s, we look back at our 40s and 50s and say, damn, I never took that trip to Spain. I never went to Barcelona. I never went to Italy. I never went to Greece. I never went to Hungary. I never got out. And we want to blame it on not having people to share it with. You can share it with yourself. There is a beauty in truly reconnecting with self, and this is what I needed on this trip, was a reconnection of self. I, as a spiritual practitioner, am so busy taking care of other people that I don't take care of myself all the time. This was the first time in a long time I was able to go get my nails done, get my hair done, get my toes done, and just get out of Atlanta for a little bit and reconnect here in the Crescent City where my ancestral stomping grounds are. Like, what? This was a trip I needed for me spiritually, for me all around. I just needed this trip, and I'm so glad that I took it. I'm so glad that I took it. But again, I say all that to say, take the trip, have fun, like, live your life. Live your life. There's no time like the present to heal. There's no time like the present to make memories. There is no time like the present to say, fuck it, we ball. Fuck them bills, they gonna be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this shit is real anyway. You're supposed to be able to get out and do this. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck it. We up. Alright, so after I had a little moment to relax by the pool and recharge, you know your girl had to get back out in them streets. Because the night was still young and them spirits, yeah, baby, my spirits don't sleep. Now listen, I may have had like 4, 5, okay, maybe like 6 drinks in like a 2-hour stretch. But listen, I came to dance. And dance I did. Now, I know what you're thinking. But come on now, you know whose channel you're watching, right? Like, you were gonna see some spooky shit if you wanted to or not. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't show you the inside of the shop because there is no photography or videography, which is very well posted on their page. So I don't know why people try to act like they don't know and buck the system. Like, it's right there when you literally walk in the door. So people leaving bad reviews on Google about not being able to take pictures, respectfully, you can go to hell. The rules are right there. You just wanted to buck. Alright, but let me keep it real with y'all. As a spiritualist, I was actually disappointed. I personally didn't vibe with the shop. From the research that I've done and from what I've seen, there is no connection to the Laveau family with this shop. And the white people who are running it couldn't answer simple questions. They didn't know a mojo bag from a spell jar. Again, disappointed. I feel like if you're gonna run a voodoo shop, especially one in Marie Laveau's name, you should at least be knowledgeable about the tradition and cultural roots. I mean, at least something. But I did appreciate the altar that they had set up for Marie and her name, and how well kept it was and how well respected it was. And I did leave an offering personally. Ashe.
All right, so this is the infamous Madame Delphine Lalaurie mansion. Freaky shit, y'all. Freaky shit, y'all. As soon as I walked up to the corner, obviously you can see when it transitions over to her house. As soon as I hit this corner, immediately felt something heavy on my chest, boy. Immediately. And I don't know if it's me, but them blinds, them curtains up at the top look like they keep wiggling. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, so I went to the infamous Lalaurie mansion. And y'all, as soon as I got within 2 blocks of this place, I started feeling off immediately. Like I could feel the tightening of my chest, like there was just pressure there. And it got heavier the closer that I got. And I swear, at the top, you could see the curtains moving. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe I couldn't capture it on camera, but I could see those curtains moving at the top. You know, coming from the top floor where she used to have her torture chamber. Like, listen, I'm not going to say, look, I had to catch myself because I do not have anything nice to say about this woman and I'm trying not to get demonetized. But I'm just going to stop at the fact that this woman was just evil, okay? Evil. And if y'all want me to do a separate video breaking down the whole story of Delphine Lalaurie and what went down in this house, let me know down in the comments. I got you. So I'm walking up the same side of the street, and the second that I get close to the front door, I feel like a warm bucket of oil just poured over me, and the pressure on my chest just felt almost unbearable. I literally had to cross the street, as you can see. I could not stand it. And to make matters even freakier, as soon as I crossed the street, I felt the pressure lift up off my chest. Y'all, it was crazy. And then in that exact moment as well, I saw phantom headlights. You know what? There was just too much spooky shit going on. So it was time for me to get the fuck on and take my ass back to my hotel. Okay? And I also forgot to mention the fact that the GPS kept fucking up on us. It's a good thing that I took a picture of the map of the streets that we were going to be on, because that GPS was useless to us. Like, y'all, I know I was drinking, but I was not that fucked up. I know New Orleans pretty well. So it's officially day 4 and my last full day in the city. I was already sad about having to leave and I didn't want to go, but I still had one more day to go hard, and honey, that's exactly what I was going to do. My first stop was Jackson Square once again to link up with Scott, my tour guide from Tour New Orleans, who came with not only vibes but fun facts. We started off in Pirates Alley and then made our way to St. Louis Cathedral, which, y'all, was breathtaking. The art on the inside, I mean, my God, it must have taken years to complete, and it was well preserved, as you can see. I mean, do you see the material, the detail? This is astonishing. Next, we slid down the Tropical Isle, home of the famous hand grenade. But did you know there's a connection between this bar and a voodoo practitioner known by the Chicken Man? Oh yeah, we're getting into the lesser known history here today.
Now, for the sake of keeping this video short and for not shorting Scott on his tour because he did an amazing job and he deserves his coin, y'all are just gonna have to stay tuned for my video or go see Scott yourself and tell him Luna sent you. We then made our way to the crown jewel of the trip, Gumbo Square, and when I tell y'all, walking into those sacred grounds literally brought tears to my eyes. I could feel the magic, the history, the spirit of my ancestors. This is where Marie Laveau performed public rituals and healings, the spiritual heartbeat of the first Black neighborhood of the United States. I was standing on holy ground, and I don't say that lightly.
But here, so big offerings, citrus is a big offering, like I told you, rum and citrus. When I first was calling rum and citrus, I thought, yeah, like, am I ever gonna see? I come up one day a couple years ago, there was 750 of rum.
Learning about Congo Square and Marie Laveau's history and the connection between the Native Americans and African descent people was and still is deep. Communities such as the Gullah Geechee and the Melungeon people and other indigenous African groups are still here, still thriving, and still preserved, even after almost being fully erased.
I'll definitely do a separate video for those communities and more, so stay tuned.
Glad to see you got out of that crazy thing. Good.
Wow.
It says theme image. Well, that one, the one I just scanned, the third one.
Now we made our way down to where Marie's actual house once stood. And this was the part of the tour where Scott really shined. Honey, when I say he brought out receipts, he brought out all of the receipts. I'm talking about facts that are not in the history books, the documentaries, or the TV shows. He broke down many of the false descriptions and depictions of Marie and voodoo and what it's become to be, and the role of colonization and media and how it's distorted our sacred traditions. Because let's be honest, even some of us in the diaspora still don't know or care what ATRs and African spiritual practices are really about. But that's why your goddess Luna is here, to uncover the lies and shine light on the real.
Okay, the legends, there's all kinds of them. I mean, and remember this, what we don't understand, we fear. You know, that's what it's about. We've got.
Of course, I couldn't leave without showing my respects, so I left an offering for Marie because she's someone I deeply honor, and she's been a huge part of my spiritual inspiration and journey. I can only pray that I can become half the practitioner that she was. Ashe to this queen here. After the tour, we went down to Voodoo Authentica, and baby, this was the shop. It was night and day from the other place. You know, the one that has Marie's name on it without being knowledgeable about anything? Yeah, that shop. But again, Voodoo Authentica definitely had an actual herbalist on site that was well informed, respectful, and definitely in alignment with the practice. This was exactly the type of thing that I wanted to see in representation of voodoo. At least now I know where to go to if I really need some spiritual tools and I'm in the Crescent City. I'll definitely be back here. And you already know all that walking around had me hungry. And Scott recommended NOLA po' boys for lunch. And let me tell you, they definitely delivered. That shrimp had the perfect amount of seasoning. The bread was soft and crispy on the edges, like chef's kiss. Exactly what I needed after a hot day in the sun. Whew, honey, what a trip. I had an absolute ball in New Orleans. From the food to the spirits, both the ones in my cup and the ones walking the streets. I had an amazing time. This trip fed my soul in every way. And trust me, this won't be the last time. Who knows? Voodoo Heritage Month is right around the corner in October, and I just might be back in these streets, and you might catch me here. Walking with spirit, honoring my ancestors, and living in my truth, and having fun while doing it. Overall, this trip filled my soul. It was much long overdue for me to take a trip somewhere, so like I said, this was needed. Trust me, like I said, New Orleans is my spiritual stomping grounds as well as my ancestral stomping grounds. So it won't be long before I'm back. New Orleans is much more than just a vacation spot for me. It's truly a space where I feel connected. It's a place that I call home. My roots are here, and so is my heart. And of course, Spirit always finds a way to bring me back. Damn, I love New Orleans, and New Orleans loves me back. No, I don't normally make vlogs, but if you enjoyed this vlog today, please let me know down in the comments. And let me know what your favorite part of the trip was, because there were so many that obviously I had to compile it all into one video to share with you guys. So y'all let me know your favorite part. And if there was a place that I didn't explore that you guys were wanting to see, let me know, because again, I'll be back soon and I just may have some more stories for you guys. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can go ahead and edit this video and upload it for you guys, because I missed Folklore Friday and I am so sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and get it pushed out. So that being said, make sure you drink your water, mind your business, and stay prayed up and protected. And as always, Luna loves you.